Hello and welcome to Aspire Nest. If you've ever wished you could learn faster, remember more, or stay focused longer, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're going to share 7 evidence-based techniques to supercharge your memory and focus. These aren't gimmicks or quick hacks, they're scientifically proven methods that truly work. Each technique is simple enough to start applying in your life right away, and together they can transform the way you think, learn, and concentrate. From small lifestyle tweaks to powerful mental exercises, you'll discover how to boost your brain power naturally. By the end of this video, you'll have a personal toolkit to sharpen your concentration, improve your recall, and feel more alert and confident in daily tasks. So get comfortable and let's dive into these 7 brain-boosting techniques one by one. Your journey to a more focused, clear, and energized mind starts now.
Technique 1. Regular physical exercise. One of the best ways to boost your brain is to get your body moving. Exercise isn't just great for your muscles, it has profound benefits for your brain. Aerobic exercises, like walking, jogging, or cycling, increase blood flow to the brain, delivering more oxygen and nutrients. This helps grow new brain cells and connections, particularly in areas related to memory and learning. Research has shown that people who exercise regularly perform better on memory tests and have sharper concentration. Exercise also triggers the release of proteins like BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, that support the growth and survival of neurons, essentially fertilizing your brain for better performance. Staying active doesn't require an intense gym routine. Consistency is what counts. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise a week. That's about 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. A brisk walk, a DCR, swim, or even dancing in your living room all count. Over time, you'll likely notice you're thinking more clearly and remembering things more easily. Plus, exercise reduces stress and improves your mood, which indirectly boosts focus and memory. The key is to find activities you enjoy, make it a habit, and keep at it. Your brain will thank you. Technique 2. Prioritize quality sleep. Sleep is essentially fuel for your brain. When you sleep, your brain goes into maintenance mode. It consolidates memories, processes information you learned during the day, and clears out toxins. Ever notice how a good night's sleep makes you feel more alert and able to think clearly? That's no accident. Studies show that getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night dramatically improves memory recall and attention. In fact, important memory-forming processes, like moving information from short-term to long-term memory, mostly occur during deep sleep and REM sleep. If you skimp on sleep, you're robbing your brain of the chance to solidify new knowledge and skills. To harness the power of sleep, establish a regular sleep schedule. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same times each day. This helps regulate your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up refreshed. Create a relaxing bedtime routine to signal to your brain that it's time to wind down. Dim the lights, avoid screens for an hour before bed, or do something calming like reading or gentle stretching. Make sure your sleep environment is comfortable, dark, and cool. By making sleep a non-negotiable part of your routine, you'll improve your focus, reaction time, and memory. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do for your brain is to give it a rest. Technique 3. Mindfulness meditation. Training your mind can be just as powerful as training your body. Mindfulness meditation is all about focusing your attention on the present moment. For example, following your breath and gently bringing your mind back whenever it wanders. It sounds simple, but this practice has amazing benefits for focus and memory. Scientific studies have found that as little as 8 weeks of regular meditation can actually change your brain for the better. How? It increases gray matter in areas linked to attention and memory and reduces activity in the amygdala, the brain's stress center. This new means meditation can physically help your brain become calmer and more focused. You don't need to become a monk or spend hours on a cushion to get results. Just 5 to 10 minutes of mindfulness a day can make a noticeable difference. You could start each morning with a short breathing exercise, or take a few minutes at lunch to do a body scan or listen to a guided meditation. Over time, you'll likely find that you can concentrate longer without getting distracted, and you may feel less mental fatigue. Mindfulness trains your attention muscle. Each time you notice your mind wandering and bring it back, you're strengthening your brain's ability to focus. It also helps reduce stress and anxiety, which frees up mental energy for memory. Think of meditation as a daily tune-up for your brain, keeping it running smoothly and efficiently. Technique 4. Keep learning new things. The phrase use it or lose it truly applies to our brains. Challenging your mind with new learning keeps your brain circuits active and growing, which can enhance both memory and focus. Whenever you learn something unfamiliar, whether it's a new language, a musical instrument, or a fun new skill like painting, your brain forms new connections and pathways. This process, called neuroplasticity, is how the brain adapts and grows stronger. Research has shown that people who engage in lifelong learning tend to have better memory retention and mental sharpness as they age. For example, learning to play a musical instrument has been linked to improvements in memory, attention, and even problem-solving skills. The great thing is that learning can be fun and woven into your daily life. You might enroll in an online course, pick up a new hobby, or set aside time to read about a topic that fascinates you. Even puzzles and brain games can help. Activities like crosswords, Sudoku, or brain training apps give your memory a workout. The key is to challenge yourself regularly. If you always stick to what's easy or routine, your brain isn't stretching. So try something new. It might feel difficult at first. That's a good sign. It means your brain is working. But with practice, you'll improve. Not only will you gain new skills or knowledge, you'll also notice your mind feels more agile and focused. In essence, never stop learning. A curious mind is a healthy mind. Technique 5. Eat a brain-boosting diet. What you put into your body has a huge impact on how well your brain functions. Think of food as brain fuel. A diet rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats gives your brain the nutrients it needs to work optimally. For instance, omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish like salmon and sardines, walnuts, and flax seeds are known to support brain health and memory. These healthy fats form building blocks of brain cell membranes and have anti-inflammatory effects that protect brain tissue. Antioxidant-rich foods like berries, dark leafy greens, and nuts help fight oxidative stress in the brain, which can otherwise impair memory over time. Vitamins and minerals like B vitamins, vitamin C, iron, and magnesium also play important roles in energy use and brain cell communication. On the flip side, diets high in processed foods, sugars, and unhealthy fats can hurt your memory and focus. Too much sugar, for example, can cause energy spikes and crashes that leave you feeling foggy. Some studies even suggest that consistently eating junk food may be linked to worse learning and memory performance. So, To supercharge your brain, choose foods wisely. Stay hydrated with water, don't skip. Balanced meals. And consider brain-friendly additions like green tea, which contains caffeine and L-theanine for a calm focus, or turmeric for its potential memory benefits. You don't need a fancy supplement to boost your brain if you focus on wholesome, nutrient-rich foods. Over time, eating well will not only improve your body's health, but also sharpen your mental clarity and recall. In short, feed your brain what it needs to thrive. Technique 6. Practice memory techniques. Mnemonics. Just as there are exercises for your body, there are exercises for your memory. Mnemonic devices and other memory techniques can dramatically improve your ability to remember information. Have you ever used a rhyme or an acronym to remember something? Like Roy G. Biv for the colors of the rainbow. That's a mnemonic, a simple trick to make information more memorable. These techniques work by connecting new information to familiar patterns, images, or concepts, which makes them stick in your mind more easily. Visualization is a powerful example. 2. Remember a person's name. You might picture it written across their forehead or associate it with an image, like imagining Rose with a rose flower. The method of loci, also known as a memory palace, is another renowned technique. You associate items to remember with specific locations in a mental map of a place you know well. This helps you retrieve those items later by mentally walking through that place. Another highly effective strategy is spaced repetition, which means reviewing information at gradually increasing intervals instead of cramming all at once. This technique is backed by a lot of research. It who exploits the way our brains strengthen memories over time. For example, if you learn something today, you might review it again tomorrow, then a few days later, then a week later, and so on. Each review helps reinforce the memory just as it's about to fade, which boosts long-term retention. You can combine spaced repetition with self-testing, quizzing yourself actively rather than just rereading notes. This kind of practice forces your brain to retrieve information, strengthening your recall ability. By using mnemonic devices, visualization, and spaced practice, you're effectively teaching your brain to remember better. These are skills anyone can learn with a bit of practice, and they can turn daunting study sessions or presentations into something much more manageable. Give it a try. You'll likely be surprised by how much more you can retain. Technique 7. Focus on single tasking. Avoid multitasking. In a world full of notifications and constant juggling of tasks, this might be one of the hardest techniques to follow, but it's absolutely worth it. Multitasking is a myth. Our brains are not truly doing two things at once. They are switching rapidly between tasks, and that switching comes at a cost. Research has found that when we multitask, we actually reduce our productivity. One famous study showed by up to 40%. Constantly flipping attention also overloads our working memory, making it more likely we'll forget details or make mistakes. Have you ever read an email while on a conference call, only to realize you retained nothing from either? That's multitasking at work, and it diminishes both focus and memory. The solution is to practice single tasking. This means fully focusing on one activity at a time. When you concentrate on a single task, you engage deeply, process information more thoroughly, and thus remember it better. Try this. When you have an important task or learning to do, eliminate distractions for a set period. Put your phone on silent or in another room, close unnecessary browser tabs, and let others know you need some uninterrupted time. You can use techniques like the Pomodoro method to help. Work with full focus. For, say, 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break and repeat. Those short breaks actually help recharge your attention, so you can maintain high focus during the work intervals. Over time, you'll find you get more done in less time and with less mental fatigue. Also, cultivate an environment that helps you focus. Keep your workspace clear and organized if possible. Some people find that a bit of background instrumental music or ambient noise can help them concentrate, while others need silence. Figure out what works best for you by guarding your attention and doing one thing at a time. You're strengthening your brain's ability to concentrate. This leads to higher quality work and better memory of what you've done. Remember, quality of attention beats quantity of tasks. In our distracted age, focus is like a superpower, and you can train it with practice. By avoiding multitasking and being fully present with whatever you're doing, you'll improve both your productivity and your brain's capacity to store information. Wrapping up these techniques, it's clear that improving memory and focus is not about one magic pill or secret trick. It's about a balanced approach: regular exercise, proper rest, mindfulness, continuous learning, good nutrition, active memory practice, and focused attention habits all work together to unlock your brain's potential. You don't have to implement everything at once. Start with 1 or 2 strategies that resonate most with you. Maybe you'll begin taking a walk each morning and meditating for 5 minutes. Or perhaps you'll try swapping out a sugary snack for some nuts and berries and use a mnemonic to remember a work presentation. Each small step makes a difference. With consistency, these evidence-based techniques will become part of your lifestyle, and you'll start noticing you're recalling information more easily and staying on task more naturally. Your brain is incredibly adaptable. Give it the right care and challenges, and it will reward you with better clarity, sharper focus, and a stronger memory. Keep pushing forward and enjoy the process of becoming the best version of your mental self. You've got this.
You've now learned 7 powerful techniques to improve your memory and focus. The rest is up to you. Remember, even small changes can lead to big results when you stay consistent. Pick one technique to start with today and gradually build from there. We at Aspire Nest believe in your potential to grow and excel. Stay motivated and keep challenging your mind. You'll be amazed at what you can achieve. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Aspire Nest for more science-backed tips on personal growth. Thank you so much for watching. Now, it's time to put this knowledge into action. Stay focused, stay inspired, and let's continue aspiring to be our best selves. See you in the next video.